SHOT Show 2016, and we're at the Maxpedition booth with Tim. How you doing?
Hi Shane. We're always very happy for the late Boy Scout channel to come and visit our booth. This is a very important year for Maxpedition. 2016, we're launching our advanced gear research line, A.G.R for short, and here we have a few products. The whole advanced gear research launch is comprised of 12 new products. Here, this table is a little bit small, so I brought the 5 highlights. Going from here, we have the Wolf Spur. This is a crossbody shoulder bag. We have the Edge Peak sling bag. It's ambidextrous. We have the Grit Flux sling pack, and we have the Ripcord double shoulder backpack. Here, this largest item, this is our Iron Storm Adventure Travel Bag. We make this style in 2 sizes. The Iron Storm is the larger. Iron Cloud is slightly smaller, designed for carry-on. Advanced Gear Research also has 6 new pouches, various sizes. All the pouches come now standard with our tactile polymer joining clips. That's a new piece of hardware we're introducing with Advanced Gear Research. It's going to come standard with all the pouches. It's a one-piece plastic injection molded piece of hardware that's very easy to operate and very secure. We're really happy about Advanced Gear Research, and what you guys see here is really the tip of the iceberg of where we're going. We see this as the future of the Maxpedition brand and the future of tactical. We are investing a lot of resources in creating new materials, new components from the ground up. We have the resources of working with our suppliers to create materials that do not exist yet, that are yet to come. A lot of new components that we've invested molding, so you'll see a lot of that coming in the near future. So very excited. And
if you would, Tim, maybe just tell us a little bit about some of the materials that we see in these packs right here, some of the, just in general, some of the advancements and some of the improvements you've made in this Advanced Gear Research line.
Okay. Advanced Gear Research, the body fabric is actually made out of 2 different kinds of fabric. The first is the tried and true 1000 denier triple polyurethane coated and Teflon coated fabric that we've used for 13 years. This is proven, customers love it. For Advanced Gear Research, we developed with our fabric mill a regular hexagon shaped ripstop. So this material is only available from Maxpedition. We developed from ground up. It's 500 denier, so it's slightly lighter than 1000 denier, but in terms of abrasion resistance, for all practical purposes, is just as strong, and it has a nice hexagon pattern that contrasts with the plain weave of the 1000. You'll see here, this is actually a new feature, patent pending, that we are introducing with Advanced Gear Research called the modular attachment lattice. These are slots and voids that's cut into a composite material. The composite is thermoplastic polyurethane and nylon composited together, and it's very tough, weather resistant, UV resistant, and we cut these slots in here so they perfectly match with the legacy MOLLE system, so all older pouches will fit just as well. You'll see these are custom zipper pulls that we designed from ground up. So whether you're pulling it this way, you're pulling it this way, or you're using one finger to pull it, it works in all ways. There are 2 little nubs here on the interior that actually trap your finger as you put your finger inside. It works well with bare hands or with gloves. More other features, you'll see a lot of inlays in our new product line. So the logo, we're leveraging our expertise in making PVC morale patches to create a PVC logo that's inlaid into the fabric. This handle inlaid into this racetrack with a piece of 500 denier here for a little bit play of texture. Zippers inlaid. Loop field inlaid into 500, which is then inlaid into 1000. We have 500 inlaid with 1000, inlaid with a handle. So a lot of intricate stitch work here for an overall refined product.
I noticed that your straps were a little different this year.
Correct. Maxpedition has globally changed to 4-bar seatbelt webbing. So whether it's 1.5 inch, 1 inch, 3/4 inch webbing, it's all nylon seatbelt. This is not polyester seatbelt. A lot of people using webbing, that's polyester. That's a cheap way to go. Maxpedition does not do that. It looks the same, but it's a different material. Other differences?
Tell me about the choices quickly though of using the seatbelt webbing versus what you had been using.
Seatbelt webbing, the reason? It's so soft, skin friendly.
That's exactly what I was going to say. As I was touching it over there on the wall, looking at one of those bags and thinking, man, this is going to feel so comfortable wearing something like this. And if it kind of twists around on your neck, which they might do as you're moving around, you know, the bags will kind of move around, and it reaches your neck or your skin, it's not a problem. I mean, it's tried and true and proven that this type of material is comfortable.
Right, this is the type of webbing that's used on seatbelt.
Yeah.
So it keeps you safe in a car if you're in an accident. It's very comfortable against your skin. Maxpedition gear is used by people in all different weather environments, whether it's you're heavily dressed or whether you live by the beach and you wear very little clothing. We wanted to make sure that either way, if you're wearing this with very little clothing, it touches your skin, it's very soft.
Very nice.
We have time to do more features?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
All right. So
the molding on the front is one feature I wanted to talk about.
Correct. Yeah, you'll see on these four they have a molded rigid EVA here. The EVA provides protection for the interior. Again, this is one example of Maxpedition Advanced Gear Research investing in custom tooling to make this happen.
And tell us about the advantage of having that molding out there.
Well, it's rigid. So unlike these other pockets that are just fabric, it's a little bit softer. So here, sunglasses, other electronics that you want to keep a little bit more protected, this would be the pocket to do it.
So perhaps camera lenses even, or some of those things that are delicate.
Delicate, exactly.
Yeah.
Other features that you'll see on Advanced Gear Research, a lot more circular bar tack. So instead of just a regular straight line bar tack, you're going to see different sizes of circles. And these are, this is reinforcement stitching.
Would you say that that's more for function or more for aesthetics?
It's for both. I mean, it's an actual functional bar tack. And in this spot, I don't see a straight line going here or going here. I think a circle works great.
I agree.
I think it's a nice, nice aesthetic feature, you know, as well. It's a signature feature of Advanced Gear Research. So
I got to say something about that because I'm big on aesthetics, and that was one of the things that jumped out at me when I first saw this new line. They look so cool.
Right. There's going to be we've introduced circular elements, whether it's these bar tacks or whether it's these rivet reinforced handles. Circular elements will play a part in Maxpedition going forward.
Very nice.
Other custom components you'll see here, Maxpedition shape shift webbing. So it's a webbing that transitions between flat to a round cross section. And this is a custom component that Maxpedition had developed. We use this on top handles of our main bags as well as pouches, as well as on certain items. We'll use a smaller one for a little side grab handle for our sling pack. You'll see that that's another feature used throughout our line.
I like that. It's going to be more ergonomic in a lot of ways, and these are going to be still about as minimal as some of the very basic straps we've seen before.
Right, exactly. And it's very comfortable. And instead of using a whole bunch of wide webbing and folding it, etc., this is a very, very clean look. You'll see there's no compromise in strength. You got a bar tack here, box and X. That's then tucked under this panel of 1000 denier, which is double stitch, and then the end of the webbing's riveted in, so it's quadruple reinforced. It's amazing. There is also in the back, I want to show you some of the custom components that Maxpedition developed for our new Advanced Gear Research line. This is a particular thing that we're very happy about. This is actually a transitional webbing from 38 millimeters to 25 millimeters. A cheaper route to go, which is what everyone else does, is they use a wider piece of webbing for this piece of hardware. They'll stack a 1-inch piece of hardware to fit this hardware. Maxpedition developed this piece of webbing specifically for this product. It transitions from wide to narrow, all in one piece. So you get this very, very clean, very refined construction here, but it accommodates both a wide buckle and a narrow buckle.
Minimal weight and also very minimal as far as design is concerned. It keeps it nice and clean.
Detail here. Again, you've got the wider, grabbing this Duraflex X-Lite buckle, 38 millimeters, transitioning to a length of 25 millimeter, which is on which this piece of hardware slides. So
cool.
Details like this is what you'll see at Maxpedition. Advanced Gear Research.
Very nice, very nice. As far as the interiors of the bags, what changes have we made and added to make them a little more useful on the inside. Now I know these are stuffed, so it'd be kind of hard to open up, but we have made some changes and added some stuff to some of the insides as well, haven't we?
Yeah, we have, absolutely.
Maybe there's one that we could pull some stuffing out of just briefly or something.
Okay, sure. Is there one that I can open up?
There we go.
A big one?
A big one? So while he's grabbing that, I'll just say that, you know, some of the stuff that I like about, well, this is the wolf spur, is it not?
That's the wolf spur, yeah.
The wolf spur is really impressing me with a lot of the stuff. I mean, look at this, it's snapped down. Okay, so the zippers can come down here, and that's also snapped in place with 2 snaps.
Right, so I can actually demo this to you.
Sure.
So
you want to open this one?
Oh, this one. So, CCW is very important in our cross-body carry bags, and the wolf spur has a new CCW system. It has a large opening, 17 linear inches. You can see the zipper goes down the sides and across the top. This creates a 3-dimensional opening, makes it much easier to draw your weapon. Another innovation we have is this new snap. It snaps together with 2 snaps. So what you can do is, this zipper is lockable, kissing zippers. You can lock it, open it with zipper. You can set these zippers on either side of the flap and use this as a quick opening. Or if you really want to be ready and anticipating some action, just leave it open and snap these in. These snaps will hold it in place and you're ready to draw at any time.
Very nice. Cool.
We have a bag here. This is the Grid Flux Sling Bag. Does it allow us to show a little bit of the interior inside the EVA pocket. Fleece lined, very soft interior.
Yep.
You'll see that there's a little divider. This is our gossamer mesh. No one else is using this material.
Oh,
we
cool.
developed this with our mesh supplier.
That's cool.
Most meshes are like a basketball weave where there's weave and then there's big holes in it. Well, the holes are actually filled with a thinner fiber. So this makes it a lot more durable while being completely see-through.
Yes.
Frontal pocket, let's open this up. Got more of this nice gossamer mesh. Have a lighter liner. This is our grayscale interior. So regardless of the exterior color, all interiors are now grayscale, which means there's a lightest gray liner fabric. There is a medium gray gossamer mesh. All the other details are dark gray. So this allows you to see your contents as well as differentiate between the different features.
That's really important.
You can also see that there's a subtle heat emboss on our fabric. It's a repeating Maxpedition logo.
So you can get that in the light.
Kind of a,
yep.
What I like to think of as a hologram feature. As you know, Maxpedition gear has been around 13 years. Everyone has tried to copy us, tried to one-up us, I guess. So we decided, let's do a little anti-counterfeit feature so people can be sure that they have a genuine Maxpedition product, because having a genuine product is very important.
Absolutely.
The main compartment opens up. More of the grayscale interior, more of the gossamer mesh. You have a pocket here that's fully lined on both sides with loop. This could be used for CCW. You have a padded L-shaped opening designed to fit a tablet, allowing you to access the tablet vertically as well as horizontally. On the back, CCW compartment lined with loop field for attaching universal holster. An ergonomic shoulder strap. Has our modular attachment lattice made of composite here. Has that transitional webbing that we talked about, as well as reinforcement. So you see a circular stitch here and double stitch here. That's not just for aesthetics. There's actually a piece of 1000 denier that's layered underneath the 500 denier that you cannot see, but you have 500, 1000 stacked together. That's then brought into the main compartment, and you can see it's reinforced stitch with bar tacks. So this strap is not coming out. So one of the little invisible details of a Maxpedition product.
Here's one thing I want to point out. This right here. Talk about that there.
This is our expandable bottle holder, a new feature that we have on the Grid Flux as well as the Wolf Spur side bag. So what we wanted to create is a water bottle holder that is as low profile as possible and as discreet as possible, very clean lines. you'll see the central zipper here. This is the top zipper garage. Top zipper garage captures the pull tab, so it keeps the zipper from sliding down when in a vertical position. When you want to open it, take it out, slide it all the way down. This is the lower zipper garage. This is where the tab feeds into. So the tab goes in here and stores in here, keeps it quiet. Meanwhile, this expands. There is a bungee retention, which is user replaceable, and a side release buckle for quick access. So this is our new expandable bottle holder.
I love it. Holds an Nalgene bottle?
It does.
Awesome. And anything else smaller, obviously.
Correct.
That is so cool. And we've got that on the Grid Flux here. And the Grid Flux is kind of like the Sitka a little bit, right?
The Grid Flux,
as far as the fact that it's the sling bag.
Right, it's a single slided sling bag. Right, the closest comparison with the Legacy line would be Sitka gear slinger from the Legacy line.
Okay.
As you can see with our advanced gear research, there is the Maxpedition DNA being carried over. So it's really additive in terms of, yes, the Maxpedition DNA of uncompromised durability and good design carried over to A.G.R. At the same time, we added new materials, added new components, upgraded everything. So still everything you like about Maxpedition is still here.
Plus a lot more.
Here is the Wolf Spur again. Yep. This is our new shoulder bag. It also has that same spandrel water bottle.
It's everything you love about Maxpedition, but more, but in a way also less, because it's simpler in some ways.
Right, that's true. That's true. I mean, there's some ways
streamlined.
It is streamlined. You know, solutions that required 2 pieces of webbing and folding what is now, you know, refined into 1 piece of webbing that is, you know, transition. Solutions like that allow us to achieve the same result with better quality fit and finish and a better quality look, better quality durability, and that's what we're looking for advanced gear research.
I'm excited about it. Is it out now? When's it going to be available for people to buy?
We are launching at SHOT Show. It is already in production, and we're expecting the first batch to be done in late spring, hopefully end of May to early June is when we can start shipping it to customers.
And as far as pricing is concerned, is it going to be a lot more than the Legacy line? Is it going to be close to the Legacy line, or what people are used to paying for that stuff?
Right, this advanced gear research looks a lot more expensive, and is going to be a little bit more expensive. There's a lot of custom components, a lot of refinements, but in terms of pricing, it's just a little bit more, maybe 5-10% more than Legacy. So Maxpedition believes that having high quality is more important than having big margins. So with advanced gear research, our costs are a lot higher, but we're accepting a lower margin in order to keep the prices reasonable for our consumers. So you're going to pay a little bit more, but you're going to get a pretty huge upgrade.
I love it. I love what I'm seeing. Maxpedition is totally stepping up for SHOT Show 2016. Tim, thank you very much.
Thank you, Shane.
We'll see you guys next time.